Does anyone else have a little corner in their craft space where they have a bunch of projects that keep piling up and piling up and piling up? I hope I'm not the only one, but that is what this video is about today. I want these things out of my craft room right now. And luckily, a lot of the things I'm doing today are gifts. So once I get them done, they are gonna be out of my craft room right now. So we are gonna work through my pile of pesky crafts today. And I say pesky in a loving way. They all are gonna turn out super cute, but they have just been waiting patiently because I've been shoving them to the back burner for a while now. All right, hopefully this inspires you to grab a couple of those things that have been sitting around and get them done. I'm going to feel so much better once I get all of these things done. Give this a thumbs up if you feel this feeling as well sometimes and you have tons of crafts on your list, but sometimes just not enough time. So let's get them done and hopefully this inspires you to do the same. Okay, so the first thing I want to get done and out of my craft room are these keychains. I found both of these at Hobby Lobby. So here are the keychains, and then in that area they have a bunch of transfers, and I thought this one was so cute. I'm gonna put them on some white ones because I think that's just really fun and classy. So these are actually going to go in my teacher gift, so I wanna get these done first so I can get those tucked away. All right, so I'm gonna open up these transfers. And you can get these in so many colors too. I just love how easy this is. And I've done designs where you cut out on your Cricut as well. So whatever you'd like to do is perfect. Okay, so I'm trying to see what this says. Okay, it says peel paper backing from design, apply design to surface in desired location and smooth out the air bubbles. Then peel the clear film and enjoy. Okay, so I'm gonna keep that handy. Let's go ahead and open these. There are so many fun designs that you can do for these. So you can either check out the pre-made ones at Hobby Lobby, or I'm not sure if they have some at other craft stores yet. They probably do. But if you also want to find some designs for your Cricut, you can do that as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, it says peel this away. Okay, and that just peels right on up. How neat is that? And so easy. And then simply place down right there. Oh, fun. Okay, just gonna burnish that with my finger. I'll see if that works. Oh, it does. Okay, and I'm just gonna peel away the transfer and we have a cute little design. How fun and so easy and fast. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and zoom through these. Okay, something that I love about these is that they have a raised texture to them. So it's so fun and they look so professional. I love these. I'm definitely going to show you some more transfers in this video because I went crazy in that aisle. But these are so cute. They would make really fun party favors. Again, I'm going to do these in our little teacher gifts this year. It is Teacher Appreciation Week. Well, it is last week, but by the time you see this, it has gone and or come and gone is what I meant to say. But lots of fun ways that you can use these for gift giving, and I love this little collection. Okay, let's switch on over to a little Cricut craft. I've had this acrylic sign with a wooden base in my craft room for a while now. I found this at Hobby Lobby, and what I'm going to do is there is a film on the front and back side, and this is just to protect the acrylic in the store because it can scratch. So what I'm going to do is just remove that film, and then I'm going to place my vinyl right on down, and I will remove the film from the other side in just a moment because it is double-sided. Now, one thing that I like to do is I am going to place this right inside so I can take into consideration the space that sinks down into this base. That way I get everything lined up just right. All right, so I am going to weed this out. I'll place the font information down below for you, but I went ahead and wrote out, it's a little hard to see because this one's white on white, but it says, "He has good plans for me." Have you heard of that song? It's by Red Rocks, called Good Plans. We have been singing it at church quite often, and I love it. I just love it so much. So I'll link it down below if you haven't heard it. It is so well done and just gives me all of the good feelings. So I wanted to put those lyrics and the truth of this statement on a little sign. Okay, and so what I did, I'll put the font information down below, but I did it as a right justification, and I'm going to kind of offset this on the acrylic sign. Okay, and then I have my transfer tape right here. I'm going to go ahead and just lay that right on over my design. And I'll burnish the front, just pressing down with my scraper. And I'll do the back as well. Okay, so I'm gonna lay this down, and I have a little magnet here that will help kind of keep it standing up. Perfect, that way it doesn't sink down. Will help me with some alignment. And let me burnish this just a little bit more to help release that. Okay. And like I said, in Design Space, I had it do a right justification. So I'm just going to line that up because I want it to go along the line of the right side. And I like that. Okay, so press that down with the scraper, get out any bubbles. Oh, I love that. And then I'll peel away my transfer tape, and I'll keep this transfer tape because I am going to need it once more. Okay, come on. So cute. Okay, so there are two ways that you can do this. You can peel off the other side so that it's completely see-through, or you could leave that back side on so that you have more of a foggy look. And I'm kind of liking the foggy look. I think that's kind of fun. And if I decide to change it up later, then I can just remove that back side and have it be all clear. So there is another thing I'm excited to get out of my craft room. Okay, I want to do another one of those wraps. Like I said, I went to Hobby Lobby and fell in love with that section. So I can't remember, no, yep, this is also Hobby Lobby as well. Isn't this neat? It's like a glass Stanley. So I'm gonna bring this in and I'm gonna wipe it down real quick so it's nice and clean for the transfer. So I'm just going to spray some rubbing alcohol, and I am doing a design just on this top half, kind of the chunkier half, like the handle. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure that that's all clean. And then set this to the side. Here is the transfer. It is so cute. Look how fun this is. And it is meant to go on one of those glass cups, but I was holding it up and it works perfect to go around this as well. So, especially because there is a stop for the handle, so the length of it worked perfectly. And I am more inclined to use something like this than one of those glass cups anyway, so I thought this would be fun. Actually, I said that these were mostly leaving my craft room, but that's not true. This one's staying. This one's staying at my house. Okay, so if I wrap this, oh, it gets most of it. Maybe not all of it, but cute enough. Cute enough. Okay, I'm doing it. Okay, so let me, I feel like if I do it this way, it might be easier to remove the liner from the clear sheet. I gotta get it started though. I'm in love with these transfers. They are so neat. And like I said earlier, they have a thickness to them, which is really neat. Okay, so I'm gonna remove that liner off the back. Easy peasy. It's all done for you. Oh my gosh, quick gift giving for sure. Okay, so I think it was like right around here. That'll work. Okay. I'll just wrap it all the way around. Now the thing is that once it is on, it's on. You want to get that right the first time. Oh, that's so darn cute. I don't know that we need to burnish it, but I am definitely going to give it a little bit just because I'm used to that too. Okay, now I'm going to gently peel that away. And I believe it said hand wash only for this, but I want to go back and get a bunch of these. And you can cut them apart too. You don't have to use this as a whole sheet. A little bubble there that I am just going to gently rub out. It's already gone. So if you wanted to cut these out and do a fun design on a mug, or, you know, that doesn't need this necessary, you know, that doesn't need this particular width and height, then just trim them out. How cool would that be? I will say it does take a bit of a tug to get these off. Okay, I am running, sprinting back to Hobby Lobby to get more of this design. This is so darn cute. There we go. Okay, how darn cute is that? I mean, come on now. I love it. So cute. So I've had this transfer sitting patiently. I've also had this little glass Stanley dupe sitting as well. I am obsessed with this. I love it. And it's okay that it doesn't go all the way to the handle because it really doesn't need to. So loving that so much. Okay, I'm gonna work on some gifts for friends, and one thing I really want to get out of my craft room are these cute patches. I am at the end of a pack and they are amazing, but I have just random letters now, and so I was sitting here trying to figure out some things to do with the random letters I have, and I have another project that we're gonna do later, but I want to make a cute little gift for my friends. We read together, so I am going to, once again, bring some of these transfers in because they're too cute ever, and I'm going to create these cute little cozies, but I'm going to put inside a bookmark and then also a candy. So I'm going to take these over to my heat press and get these pressed on. I don't think that these have a paper back, do they? Sometimes they do have a paper back. I don't think this does. That looks like adhesive, but you'll want to make sure. Yep, those are both adhesive. Okay, so I'll take these over to my heat press and get these pressed on. Okay, those are on super easy, and I had 2 of these little koozies left in my craft room as well that I've been needing to find something to do with, so this is perfect. It's like the perfect beginning of summer gift for reading and lounging, so I love this. Okay, then these are from Hobby Lobby as well. They are gonna have that film on them on both sides, just like our other acrylic base. I believe on both sides, although that looks pretty thin. Actually, I think it might be just on one. Yes, it looks to be just on one side. Okay, so it's gonna depend on what you get. Okay, so let me take those off. And then this pack that I got, again, so many different types of designs, but this was way too cute. This pack has some reading themed ones, and you know me, I'm into that whole flower power look. Just love it. So I'm going to decide which ones I want to do. I think these 2 are super cute, so I'm just going to go with that and remove each transfer individually. Darn, these are so easy. I love this. Now you could also do vinyl and cut these out with your Cricut. It'd be adorable as well. And peel this away. I would say the one thing about these is just the peeling. Holy moly. Okay, there's one. Nothing says quick. Like a little transfer. And that texture is just so neat. You can see it too. It's just like a, I don't know, puffy sticker almost, but Nice and shiny. Okay, so this one's gonna be a little bit more mindful of the edges. Take my time lining that up. There we go. Oh, I could have gotten that a little bit more centered, couldn't I? It's okay. There you go. Okay, now I'm gonna grab this pretty, oh, I love that. This is like a, I can't even remember what this was called when I bought it, but it is so pretty. And I'm gonna do, actually this side needs a little clean strip. And then I need to go get a cute candy to accompany this little gift. You could also put a gift card in here as well. That would be super fun. So many ideas. These would be really cute teacher gifts. Darn. Okay, I just did teacher appreciation. Oh, well, as you could see in that first craft we did. But I'm gonna keep this in mind for the end of, like a summer gift. So cute. Now what I like to do is I simply just let it run through like that. You can do any type of knot that you want, but I just do something like so, okay? Then I'll do this one as well. Darn, these are cute. Really fun gifts for book clubs. This is my little book club group and we love reading together. Okay, so I'll put that in there and then I will add some fun candy and voila, cute little gift. All right, I found this at the Target dollar spot. It was $3. How sweet is that? And I loved the look of it, but I wanted to change it up a little bit and do something a tad different. So what I'm going to do is I turned it over before I bought it to see if I could do something different because I love the frame. So what I'm going to attempt is I have another paper in here that will match really well as well. So I'm going to use that first piece as a template. And I'm going to cut out a new piece of paper, just like that. Easy peasy. And you can have a really good time doing way different looks with all the scrapbook paper prints. I don't know about you, but I have a overabundant supply of scrapbook paper. Okay, so then I'm going to put this right in there. It doesn't have to be a perfect cut because the edges of that frame are going to mend any imperfections. Close that once more. And then I'm going to remove this. Okay, now we have a new template to work with. How cute is that? I did not even mean to do that and I got the lines lined up really well. Wow, that's pretty cool. Okay, so this is straight, just like that. I am going to add some rubbing alcohol really quickly to the top here just because I think it might be a tad dirty from the store. All right. And then I have another fun design that I just used my Cricut to cut out, and I will begin weeding that. Just like so. Okay, this one says, I just want to stay home and craft. And I liked the other little sentiment. It said just doing my best or doing my best, but this is a little bit more me. And I wanted something fun for my craft room. We might be starting a little construction project on my craft room. I'm not sure when. We're kind of just in the discussion part of it right now, but I am knowing that it's kind of coming. I am going to be working on a couple pieces of decor for that new area. So this is going to be one of them that I'm going to tuck away. Okay, so I just want to stay home and craft. That looks great. Let me grab that transfer tape that we used earlier for our acrylic sign. We can just reuse that. And then burnish the top and bottom. Okay, and I'll just peel this away and reveal my design. Okay, I just want to stay home and craft. Okay, that's totally me too. I mean, I love a good social outing, but I equally love coming home and reading or crafting or just vegging. Okay, I just want to stay home and craft. I'm going to put it there. Looks good. Kind of go all the way around with my scraper there. Okay, so really fun way that you can look at decor or pieces, flip them over, see if you can disassemble them and do your own thing, because you have a brand new piece of decor that might fit your style or personality better. So love that. I'll place a link to the design down below as well in case you want to grab that and do another craft for yourself. Okay, these have been sitting in my craft room for a long time. I bought these at Hobby Lobby and I loved the price, first of all, but we are bow people at our house. But I noticed that they are for infants and they are that elastic nylon, or nylon, not elastic, nylon headband material. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to make them into barrettes for my girls. So couldn't beat the price. I mean, on Etsy, one of these alone would be at least $5. So I wish that I would have had these a lot earlier. I have to keep looking and seeing if they make more of these because I love them. This is our style, like this nice linen, and so cute. Okay, so now that is not going to fit my girls. So I am going to, and you can keep this nylon for other projects, but I am simply going to disassemble these, and then I'm going to go ahead and put the barrettes on the back. Now, both of my girls have different parts to their hair. One part's their hair on the left, one the right. So I'm going to be mindful of assembling the clip on the back in that fashion. So I'll put half over here and the other half in the other direction. That way I can make sure I have one for each kiddo that matches their hairstyle. So there we go. And now I probably found these at Hobby Lobby as well. I don't know, I've had these forever, but I have these. So half of them I will do the opening on the right. So I'm gonna put those over here like so. And then for the other three, I will have the opening on the left. And I'm simply going to use hot glue in order to get these adhered to the back. Okay, so I'm adding the last barrette. Ooh, that got a little messy. Okay, and then what I'm doing is I'm pinching the sides of the bows up to meet that glue because that knot is really high. So I want to bring those down so that it goes along the whole side of that barrette. Okay, so then I have mine, let's see, this would be for a left side part over here, and then for the right side part over here. How sweet. So keep that in mind if you see things at the craft store or even online and you love them, then usually you can just convert them into what you wish. So these are really cute, really easy, and the price was unbeatable. Now they're going to be out of my craft room and in the kiddos' hair. Love it. All right, so back with those patches, I was finding fun things to do with them, and one thing I'm going to do is get ahead on an end of the year teacher gift. I have this tote. I think this is from, oh, I just tossed it. Oh, this is from Hobby Lobby as well. Okay, not sponsored at all. I just love their stuff. So I am going to spell out teach. I mean, come on, that's so cute. And it would be such a great gift. Now, again, these are adhesive backs. You always have to check because I have two separate kinds and sometimes they have a liner on them that you have to remove before you can iron it down. So I'm gonna do that for this cute little tote. I think that would make such a great gift. I think these totes were about $2 or $3. And then you can get a pack of these glitter patches. I'll link these down below. I have done endless crafts with these because they come in a pretty decent pack and they make for really cute gifts. All right, let's go ahead and get this one done as well. Okay, that is so cute and something you could absolutely find at a fun boutique, but they would charge you so much more money for. So I'll link the patches down below. They are so easy to personalize things and they're very trendy right now. So here's a fun idea for a teacher gift. Again, you can put anything that you want on here. You could make this for a Bible study. You could make this for a reading group. Any type of gift would be wonderful. You can even just personalize it with someone's name, which is so fun. Okay, so I'm probably like roll this up. I think it'd be cute, and then put a ribbon around it. But I got a little ahead for the end of the year for teacher gifts. Loving that. Now, one thing I did do is I pressed it on the top. I did add some butcher paper just to protect the chenille and the glitter iron-on, and I just wanted to make sure the patches were nice and protected. But then I went ahead and flipped it over to the back side so that I could heat from the back and get closer to that adhesive. It just makes sense to me just to do a little bit more at the end. So really cute, and another thing I can get out of my craft room and bless a teacher with. Okay, I'm also going to, I've had this cute, oh my gosh, I've loved this, and it was on a really good deal, $1.87 when I bought it. And I love this idea because there are so many things you can do with it. But what I realized is I thought it was iron-on, and it is not. So I was using this for another project, then realized that I can't iron it on. So I went back to Hobby Lobby recently with this project in mind, and I found this little container, tote, whatever you want to call it, this little zipper pouch. Pouch is probably more like it. And I thought this would be a really cute idea to put this little junk patch on. And honestly, I am someone who needs a junk pouch, especially for my car. So let's go ahead, and what I'm going to do actually is to help with alignment. These just have sticky adhesive on the back. I am going to keep the liner on until I figure out kind of what I want to do. I'm going to do something like that, which I think is so cute. Okay, that looks good actually. I might start with the bottom. So I'm just going to peel that off, place it down, and continue doing so. That sticks wonderfully on there. Okay, let's see. I think I'm going to do the U because that will line up super well with the K in width. Okay, and then the J. I wonder if I should. Nope, I like it kind of centered. Oh, that looks cute. Okay, I had this kind of laid out last night, and my daughter was like, what are you going to do with that? And I was like, I'm going to make a little junk pouch. How cute did that turn out? Okay, so many things I got out of my craft room, which makes me feel so good. Most of these actually are gifts, so they will not only be out of my craft room, but out of my house and making someone's day. So hopefully this was helpful to inspire you not only to tackle the list that you have, but also to give you some ideas of some fun things that you can do. You know me, I love a patch, and I'm also in love with these transfers. Oh, I forgot the Stanley. Oh my gosh, this might have been my favorite of the day. And I am loving this actually, and I'm loving these as well. I love the idea of using a cozy as a gift and a little gift pouch, if you will. I never really thought of that until I grabbed these, wondering what to do with them, and I thought, oh my gosh, you can totally put things inside. So I hope this was inspiring to you. Let me know which one was your favorite, and I'll see you next time.